There. So if you look at the title and wonder why it says second try, because I did this yesterday and didn't realize that my phone kept recording even after memory was filled. So when I stopped the video, it ended up not saving. So this time I'm going to try for less time, and then uploading this. There might be a part 2 in that case. That way I don't have to worry about memory being an issue. But yeah, I tried playing some stuff yesterday. It seemed to be going better. But let's see how today goes. So I'm not a piano player. My original beginning in music is trumpet and violin, and then I eventually played some alto horn in junior year of high school in a brass band, which was phenomenal. But I've always been curious about trying to play some piano, so this is just me trying to go on a little journey with this. Now, stay with me, because, well, I'm learning. But hopefully, throughout these videos, I'll be getting better. That's the whole point of this. But yeah, for any musicians out there, if I ever start getting annoyed by something and I say stuff, you might get the references. Well, for those that are non-musicians, I will explain them, so don't worry. Either way, I hope I give you guys an enjoyable journey as you follow me in trying to get better at the piano. Just a little heads up though, you don't learn it in one night. I'm not going to say that I'm starting from ground zero. I have background in music, so I know how to read stuff and everything. At least treble clef wise, which for those non-musicians, there's mainly 3 different types of clefs when it comes to music. Treble clef, which is what a lot of the, I don't want to say higher instruments tend to use, but that's a tendency. So trumpets, violins, all of those instruments tend to go treble clef. A lot of percussion does too. And then the lower folks tend to go on a bass clef, just for the simple fact that they have lower notes, and bass clef focuses on lower notes. And then there's that weird clef that the violas use. I'm blanking on the clef, but yeah, those are the main 3. Until I tried to learn piano, I only knew treble. Now I have to adjust the bass, which took me a while. Still trying to get used to it, but getting better at it. But yeah, there's just this piece I've been trying to work on, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Some of you may know it. If it sounds like it's there but not, it's because when you practice, you need to start slow, work things little bits at a time, and then go from there. But yeah, this is Bridge Over Troubled Water. I'm not going to be running through the whole piece. I'm just going to be going through the beginning chunks, trying to put them together, and see how that goes. Accidentals. So for those of you that are non-musicians, accidentals on a piano are those black keys, and they can write a note on there, and whether it has a little hashtag sign, it's not hashtag, it's a sharp, or what looks like a B, it's not a B, it's a flat, that marks a flat, which are those black keys. So right there, messed up. It's supposed to be F sharp. I played G, which is wrong. Okay. Second try. Seriously? If you ever heard the song, it sounds very choppy right now. Probably not the correct dynamics. Some things I need to restart, but that's why I am doing this. Even the ones that wrote this song didn't get on the first try, so it will get better, I promise. Okay, take two. Damn it. No, sorry. If at any point a pianist happens to see this that knows what they're doing and there's something that I'm doing very wrong, please let me know. I am trying to teach myself, so I don't have a teacher that can correct me, just for the simple fact that I am a college student. Money isn't really abundant, so I don't have the money for a private lessons teacher. So if any of you out there watching see any mistakes, let me know. Please, I'd appreciate it. If at any point you guys would prefer to just see my hands, see what's going on there, also let me know, and that'd be completely fine. But yeah, let's try this again. So, I will admit, I know there are some things that I'm botching rhythm-wise right now, just trying to make it all, getting the transitions down. But I promise I will go back on my own time and try to get those individual rhythms down correctly. It's just for those that know what piano's like at all, at least compared to other instruments. Other instruments don't tend to have to worry about syncopation between the two different hands, or two different things in general. Maybe percussionists, yes, but for the most part, no. You can argue that you're doing different things with the violin with one hand and the other, but they're not. Those, for the most part, tend to be kind of synchronized in the sense that you don't have one doing the complete opposite of the other. They tend to work together. And yes, music here works together, but sometimes hands move different. So sometimes it throws on my rhythm, but we will get it. We'll get it. again, for any that actually know this song, that is actually where the lyrics start. Everything before that is just introducing the beginning to the song. So if any of you know the song and are like, well, I don't remember this part, it's because there's no singing yet. But yeah, come Again, if any of you out there watching know how this works, give me one thing I still haven't figured out is it starts with pedal in the beginning, but I don't know exactly how much pedal and where to use it. So if any of you out there that know what they're doing could give me tips, that'd be phenomenal. You know what? Let's cheat a little. You guys might have heard this one. Maybe you only heard it once and never realized it. But let's see if any of you know what this is. It's a lot easier, so sounds like I know a little more what I'm doing. It's because it's easier. Okay. Bad example. Okay, let's try that again. Maybe this next time around some of you might recognize the song. Okay, for any of you that don't know, that is Taylor Swift's Back to December. Now, some of you might be saying, well, why don't we get some classical music? Well, not gonna lie, gotta start somewhere, and this is just kind of a book with a bunch of music. Honestly, it's a little harder to play music if you don't have any, so came with a lot of songs. I can't say that I really have any classical pieces in here. Do know a little bit of Clair de Lune, but classical wise, there's not much in here. I promise eventually I'll get to that. I'm not saying there's not easy classical pieces out there, but when I make that transition, I like to get into the more complex pieces that are more enjoyable to hear, which there's nothing wrong with the easy ones either. They're beautiful as well. It's just harder. Well, didn't look too hard, I'm not gonna lie, so. But here's some of Clair de Lune. Yeah, I haven't been practicing that too much, so it's not where it should be. And it's been a while since I've looked at the actual sheet music, so I don't remember. I forgot some of it, not gonna lie. However, I did get it at one point, about a minute, 2 minutes in, and that's where I started getting into the bum, 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 bum. Well, if you guys know how it goes, then yeah, started getting hard. But don't worry, at some point, I'll be putting in the hours of practice, and it will get to the point where I will tackle that song. It's just outside of my ability level right now. But yeah, let's just go back to something a little easier now. Okay, just for my sake, I'm gonna stop here for now. That way, don't have the same issue as tomorrow, as yesterday. Probably gonna have a part 2, because there's still more I want to dig into. Maybe. Kind of made a promise that I'd be somewhere else, but don't worry. There will be at least this part 1.